No, yeah.
No, yeah.
No, yeah, yeah, boy. No, yeah, yeah, boy.
No, yeah.
Get ready, brace up for spunky new exclusive right here on this channel with Pan-African content, editorials, TJ's Kitchen, music video dissection, interviews, live session, movie breakdown, music, and more right here on this channel. Okay, welcome to a lovely Saturday. All right, it's a weekend exclusive right here on this Pan-African and Entertainment Buzz. I am your host, Olua TJ. All right, let's move on. I have observed something within the entertainment space from Davido and King Promise. You know, there is a bond between Davido and King Promise, and that's that particular bond I find interesting and I feel is wholesome. You know, it has been in existence for a while now. All right, looking at how King Promise respects Davido and how sometimes they meet in the diaspora. You know, Davido has invited King Promise to his events at the O2 Arena, where they performed together. He performed his song Terminator in that regard. You know, I see that particular bond as one of the wholesome ones in the Ghanaian space. No bad blood, no negativity. And for that matter, King Promise has benefited from the Niger space a lot. When you look at Terminator and his feature, all right, with Darko and the rest of the artists on board, it propelled him to greater heights and he garnered the numbers. But let's look at this one. King Promise seems to be the only Ghanaian artist who is doing or going by the narrative follow who know road, and he's doing that with Davido very well and extremely well. Why am I saying this? We saw and we've seen a current video of them, a collaboration of them, you know, in the song Bad Habits, which Davido spoke a bit of the Ghanaian language Chi, and it was infusing. That notwithstanding, King Promise seems to be the only Ghanaian artist who is going places bit by bit. He performed in Indonesia, you know, with his songs Terminator, and then in Rwanda. Currently, King Promise was in Rwanda not long ago to visit and tour, and school. He visited a school, and the children, you know, sang his song Terminator word for word and basically performed in front of him. All right, I love this one, and he seems to be picking one or two, you know, not staying within his comfort zone, collaborating a lot. No bad blood, no negativity, and pushing his craft out there. I have videos of himself and Davido in the studio where he was teaching Davido the Ghanaian Chi. And then when he was in Rwanda, all right, where the children or students performed Terminator live in front of him. Let's watch it. I'll be right back, build my point, and you would have the final say.
No, yeah.
No, yeah.
No, yeah, yeah, boy. No, yeah, yeah, boy.
No, yeah, boy.
No, yeah.
No. But that age, what kind of
right, family and folks, welcome back. Like I said, it's a lovely weekend. How are you faring? Kilo Shele? How would they do? All right. One of my favorite acts in the African space, especially in Nigeria, is Davido. And I have said on this channel that during my trip to Nigeria this time round, I am basically going to be in Abuja for Davido's 5 Alive tour. So to all my people in Abuja, to my loyal people watching me right now, loyal subscribers in Abuja, well, Olua TJ and Emeka is coming to Abuja. It will be a nice opportunity to socialize with you and get a tete-a-tete, kind of feel with you. So see you there, link up, and let's do the needful. But let's switch the pendulum to what I was expounding on before we watched the video. Like I said, I personally have observed that King Promise seems to be the only Ghanaian artist going on the road of not staying in his comfort zone and then exploring other parts gradually. He's been to other African countries to perform, and now recently he was in Rwanda, which was lovely to see. And then the video you watched of him and Davido in the studio vibing positively, these are some of the things I have spoken about. If someone is ahead of you, it doesn't mean that you guys or you should see him as a competitor. Collaborations are key to winning in this pan-African sub-Saharan region, and I feel that King Promise is maximizing a lot and then doing the needful in that regard. That notwithstanding, I want us to observe one or two stuff within the African space when King Promise is on board. Guys, have you observed the status quo of how King Promise has been able to push his career gradually with the help and support of collaborations that is helping or coming to the aid of him? Well, this I feel some Ghanaian artists should learn from and not act all bossy in line with the approach in the sub-Saharan African music space. We need a lot of ourselves to garner the needed traction we want. And Nigerians have been a case study for us, collaborating. They have their own issues. They find a way of solving them and then move along. Why? Because music forms the whole bit, and business, you don't need to have bad blood when it comes to business, because your enemy can be the winning factor. He can be the revenue point to your next line of action. So there is nothing like an enemy you see in the business field, and Nigerians have taught us that day in, day out. You might not be in the same books, have the same energy with someone, but you can collaborate for business sake and for business sense to win. And I don't know if you agree with me with this narrative and observation, personal observation of mine, when I say that King Promise is doing the needful of Follow Who Know Road. We've spoken about Follow Who Know Road and the likes of Diamond Platinum, Juma Jacks, and all these, artists who are like-minded have all done that, and is coming or is aiding to their careers in their respective fronts. And that is the only way to go. Drake is a Canadian, Celine Dion, host of people. They collaborate with Nigerian artists and they do the needful. At the end of it all, numbers and the business game, making money and, enough revenue is key and tantamount to, every endeavor within this space. So you need it to win. And this is my narrative on this Saturday's exclusive. It's brief, precise, and concise. Do you see King Promise's collaboration and the kind of line he's towing as the lean way to winning in this African space? Well, maybe you disagree with me, and like I always say, it is welcomed on this channel. We need, we need opinions to come together as one people. Share your own opinions with me. I don't know if you've also observed it. Share it with me and let's arrive at one common goal. But until then, this is my narrative. All right, be democratic and share your own, guys. All right, before I go, for first timers, subscribe to this channel. All right, and be part of this family, and note that is a Pan-African channel. All right, we are fixated on not being non-biased in our approach. All right, and make sure your comments are civil and they are sound. It has always been me, myself, and I, Olua TJ, always here, bringing to you back-to-back exclusive. See you on the next one. But until then, you know how I sign out of here. I salute you and peace out.
Get ready, brace up for spunky new exclusive right here on this channel with Pan-African content, editorials, TJ's Kitchen, music video dissection, interviews, live session, movie breakdown, music, and more right here on this channel.